beat around the bush, and I don't wanna push, but you're making this hard. I know something's going on. There's dishes in the sink and trash in the front yard.
This is my second time filming this video because Miss Ma'am is in the background of the whole last one being very distracting. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I am so excited to be filming today's video because I am doing my December monthly reset. If you've been following along, you know that my last couple months of life have been very chaotic. I just moved across the country. We got here exactly a month ago today. Anyways, my last couple months have just been totally out of whack, so I'm really excited that I have a more normal month to actually be able to sit down, do my usual reset, plan ahead, and yeah, it's just gonna be really fun. I'm also very excited because we get to reset together. So if you're watching this video, go make yourself a cup of coffee or tea and then come back, sit down, and we can go through our monthly reset together. Before we jump into it, make sure to click the subscribe button so you don't miss any videos coming in the next few weeks all about resetting for 2023. I'm gonna be moving into my new dream apartment, so lots of home and moving content coming, and it's just gonna be a really good time. All right, let's jump into it. Okay, so first things first, we need to reflect and just like take a second to talk about November because it was quite a month. November was a month filled with so much excitement and anticipation and just like a lot of fun. We got to explore new restaurants and new places. We moved to a whole new city. So we're seeing and experiencing lots of new things, which I love. But it also was like very chaotic. This month we went apartment hunting, we went church hunting, job hunting, trying to figure out our go-to grocery stores and coffee shops and just everything. We don't have a normal yet. So it was kind of a lot. A big part of the reason why we moved to Ottawa was to be closer to family, and so I also got to have some really special moments with my family this month. Celebrated American Thanksgiving with my brother and his fiance. I got to go wedding dress shopping with two of my sisters-in-law. I genuinely feel like I need a month to recover from November, but also this month was so much fun. I honestly don't even know where to start in terms of what I'm most thankful for this month because there were so many little moments that meant the world to me. Even just like having those family moments this month, none of those are things we would have been able to do while we were living in Vancouver. We've always, both my husband and I have lived far from our family as long as we've been together. And so it just was really cool to have those. Ultimately though, the thing I am most thankful for by far this month is just having Zach. We went through so much chaos. If you watched our road trip vlog, going across the country, that kind of just sums up the whole last month. There've been a lot of road bumps and unexpected plot twists. So many unexpected plot twists. This whole year, honestly, I can't imagine doing it with anyone else or without him. He is literally the most supportive person I know. He can calm me down and he makes me laugh like no one else. So I'm so very thankful for him. Ooh, what did I learn this month? Oh man. Truth be told, I felt really off for a lot of this month. And I think I really just kind of panicked at first because I was like, holy crap, is this the Ottawa me? Like anxious and not feeling settled or comfortable or relaxed at home, anything like that. Which in hindsight sounds ridiculous because I literally just moved across the country. So of course I was gonna feel a little bit out of whack, but it just sort of freaked me out. I think I'm realizing that I'm not good at giving myself space to breathe. I want to do better at that and just like listening to myself and what I need. And I don't know if that made sense, but that was a really big thing that I learned this month. So I want to be more intentional about that. I want to be more intentional about what I say next month. I think because I was feeling so off this month, I've noticed I kind of have this tendency where if I don't feel like myself, like I just feel out of it, I sometimes have a hard time being present in conversation or engaging with other people. My brain is trying to force me to withdraw and have time by myself, but I'm not listening. And I don't like not participating in conversation. And so sometimes I will fill the empty space with things that are not productive, complaining a lot more than I normally would, bringing up things that happened that were like negative and just kind of whining a little bit. And I really don't want to be that person. That's not me 99% of the time. But when I'm in that state of like, I don't have the normal happy, cheerful, encouraging like things coming to my mind, I sometimes slip into that. And I really want to change that for next month and also permanently, but like I want to be really intentional about it in this next month. And also, just as a side note, I don't mean don't bring up negative things if it's like you're going through something or you're feeling something, or not like that. It's just like I've complained about little things that I wasn't actually upset about. I was over them. I just was kind of using them to fill the space, and I don't want to do that. Not bringing that energy into 2023. So normally I would follow this section up by reflecting on the goals I set for November and kind of going over what I hit, what I accomplished, what I didn't, or what's still in progress. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I did not set goals for November, and that was intentional because we had literally just moved here. I knew the top priorities were going to be job hunting and apartment hunting, and anything else was gravy. Obviously, there's a large part of those things that were out of our control. We did end up finding an apartment. I have an empty apartment tour going up on Friday of this week. I can't believe we're already here. I'm so freaking excited. So make sure to click the little bell notification so you don't miss it when it comes out. Okay, now let's do some planning for December. There's a lot happening this month. We get the keys to our apartment on December 1st. December 7th is my birthday. Then I have some other family birthdays. And then in the second half of the month, I have my 2023 reset, which I'm very excited about. 2 family Christmas events on Zach's side of the family, and also 1 or 2 on my side, and then New Year's Eve. The only events that I don't have scheduled yet, like I don't have specific dates for, are Zach and I want to do a little New Year's reset together, which I'm really excited about. We kind of did this last year, but we were just dating, and I feel like it's different now that we're married. We'll pick an evening to sit down, have a nice dinner, open a bottle of wine, and just talk about our goals and plans for 2023. So we'll talk about like individual goals and then also mutual goals. I found this so helpful last year. It was really nice to both be able to talk about targets we wanted to work towards, like in our relationship, but also knowing like, okay, this is what he's working towards, and then I can think through how I can support him and vice versa. It'll also be a really great time for us to set some financial goals, go through our current reality, and then kind of figure out where we want to be by the end of 2023. One thing I'm really excited to do in this night is to plan out our joint systems a little bit more. If you watched my Organizing My Life video, you know that I've been investing a lot of time and energy into completely revamping how I use my digital systems to just kind of make my life easier. I've been trying to figure out digital planning and Notion and time blocking and all of the things. So I'll have a bunch more videos up about that coming very soon. And Zach's actually been doing the same thing. But I want to sit down and kind of talk about how we can use our systems cohesively in a way that will benefit both of us and allow us to communicate most effectively as husband and wife. It's also honestly just like a super fun date night. I'm a big goal setter. This stuff is like what I love to do anyways, so getting to do it together I think will be just an absolute blast. Anyways, I need to get that scheduled and in our calendar. Okay, and then for my December priorities. So I like to choose like kind of some specific priorities for each month. They're more like goals at an 80,000 foot view, but just of 1 month. I can be very achievement based, and what I've realized is that I struggle in that with goal setting. Goal setting can be so rigid if you're not careful with it. And I've made the mistake in the past of sacrificing a lot to hit certain goals that just like weren't worth it. But because I had said, I want to get this done this month, I was like, it doesn't matter, any cost, I will get this done. These priorities are kind of like my values for the month of like, if completing a goal or accomplishing something actively goes against one of these things or becomes something that is in contradiction with these priorities, I don't do it. If I have to sacrifice a priority or value for a specific task, it's not worth it. So for December, my priorities are to celebrate, reflect, and rest. I really want to celebrate 2022. So much has happened this year. I've had like an insane amount of change in my life, and all of it's been incredible. Even the hard stuff it's turned out incredible. I want to take time to memorialize this year and just sort of take it all in before it's over. And I also want to rest. This is Felix. He's my favorite cat in the whole world. Because we're moving into our new place, I think it would be really easy to stress myself out and panic and just be like, okay, I gotta get organized and unpacked as soon as possible, but I really want to enjoy this process. This is our first place in Ottawa, and it's also the first like new place that we're moving into together. So when we got married, Zach moved into my apartment. So I just want to make it a life-giving process and give myself time to rest. And then finally, I want to reflect. Specifically, I really want to take time to reflect on 2023. I am at a point right now where I have the greatest sense of alignment with my purpose that I've ever had in my whole life. I know that sounds cheesy and I don't care. I just very much have this overwhelming sense of this is where I'm supposed to be, this is what I'm supposed to be doing, and I can't explain it any more than that. But I want to push into that and lean into that, continue to cultivate that in my life in the next year. One thing I learned in the last year was just how easy it is to sell yourself short. Goals I set in January 2022 were so small compared to what I was able to do that year. I think I underestimated myself a lot, and I also just underestimated like what the Lord was going to do in my life. I want to let myself dream a little bit bigger and kind of just run with it and see where 2023 could take me. Speaking of goals, let me tell you mine for December. Okay, first of all, work goals. Number one, I'm gonna post a video every other day for the entire month of December. This is a big goal. It's not quite Vlogmas, but it's definitely still a challenge. However, I do think it's doable. There's a lot of exciting things happening in my life this month. And also, I am a big yearly resetting girl, and I know a lot of you are really into that stuff as well, so I have so many things to talk about in relation to that. I'm currently in the process of planning my whole next year on Notion, so I'll be uploading a video about that soon, and I just have so many fun video ideas that I'm really excited to share with you guys. My second goal is to plan out in depth all of my videos for January. I have already started this, I just want to kind of finish it up so I'm all good to go when we actually get into that month. And then my third work goal, which I am nervous to share because there's that little voice in my head that's like, but what if you don't hit it, is to hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube this month. I just started my channel in September, so I'm still relatively new around here, but I've had a lot of great growth. I feel like I am connecting with people who are similar to me in valuing intentional living and personal growth, organization, living like a meaningful, full life, and that's really fun. And I'm really excited about it. And you know what? If I don't hit the goal, I don't hit it, but that is something that I would really like to try and do this month, and I think I can make it happen. That's it for work goals. Okay, and then for personal goals. Number one is to finish Christmas shopping for everyone in the first week of December. Getting everything done in the first week will be a challenge because we're moving that week, but I'm quite confident I can get it done. My second personal goal is to enjoy the process of getting settled in a new home. I mentioned this in my priorities as well, but I think this is something that could quite easily become stressful, but I don't want to let it. I want to really take my time and just celebrate the experience of moving in. Okay, thirdly, I'm so excited to tell you about this because I haven't shared this on YouTube yet, but my third goal is related to a huge goal that I have, which is to furnish our new apartment entirely for free. Furniture costs are insane right now, and even used furniture is not cheap. So I have challenged myself to get all the furniture in our apartment for free. The only thing we bought new for it is a mattress, because buying a used mattress just feels kind of sketchy to me. So December, my slightly smaller goal is to get a couch, a dining table and chairs, and a dresser in there. We just moved across the country, so we literally have no furniture except we have a desk for Zach. That's it. So I'm hoping to get those basics in there, and then I guess we'll go from there, but I'm really stoked. I will be sharing more of that process in future vlogs, but it's gonna be really fun. I bought a sander so I can also like refinish and repaint stuff if I find something that it's a great piece, it's just like not cute. And yeah, I'm really excited to bring you guys along with that. Okay, my fourth and final personal goal for December is to implement my Sunday reset routine again. I find that this makes such a difference in my weeks, in my mental health, starting off a Monday morning with like a clean house, clean mind, an organized calendar, everything like that. Like, oh, I just feel so good. And I've had no routine for the last month. So I want to get back to my Sunday reset routine, back to having a consistent like period of time where I just set myself up for the week and like start from ground zero. Okay, now for the fun stuff. So first, things I'm looking forward to this month. I'm very excited for my birthday. I have no idea what's happening, but I've been told not to make plans. It'll just be really fun to celebrate with my family as well as Zach. I'm a huge words of affirmation girl, so getting birthday texts and cards genuinely makes my whole year. I don't even care if you get me a gift. Tell me that you love me and I am the happiest person you could ever meet. Also just really excited to have a family Christmas this year. I haven't had Christmas with any family, except for Zach, since 2019. So this will be really fun. Guys, that is pretty much it for my December monthly reset. Future monthly resets will probably be a little bit more detailed if that's something you want, but our lives are just chaos right now. So like, can't do any budgeting, can't do any like reflections on goals for the last month. Nothing like that exists right now. A little bit driving me nuts, but whatever. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and leave a comment below. It honestly means the world to me. It helps my channel so much, so I would really appreciate that. I'm so thankful for you all, and I hope you have a great day because today is a good day to have a good day. That's it. Bye.